Have you ever wondered exactly how many healthy years you have ahead of you? Once you pass 70, this question becomes more than just curiosity. It becomes essential knowledge for planning your future. What if I told you that researchers from Harvard Medical School have identified specific signals your body is already giving you? Signals that can predict with remarkable accuracy how long and how well you'll live in your later years? Some people in their 70s and 80s continue to travel the world, start new businesses, and enjoy vibrant relationships. Others begin a steady decline, facing mounting health challenges and decreasing independence. The difference often comes down to 9 specific indicators, subtle yet powerful signals that predict your longevity. In this video, I'm going to share these 9 scientifically proven signs that predict how long you'll live after 70. These aren't guesses or general advice. They're based on longitudinal studies tracking thousands of seniors over decades. By watching until the end, you'll discover the surprising mobility test that predicted mortality with 84% accuracy in a 12-year Stanford study, how a simple 30-second self-assessment can reveal your brain's true biological age. The unexpected social factor that extended life more effectively than quitting smoking. A nighttime habit that Harvard researchers found can add up to 7 quality years to your life. And most importantly, the 2 exclusive longevity markers that only the top 5% of seniors know about, ones rarely discussed even by specialists. I'll also share specific actionable strategies to improve each marker, potentially adding years of independence to your life. Stay with me until the end, because I'll reveal a surprising twist about these signs that most doctors don't tell their patients. Information that could completely change your approach to healthy aging. Now let's explore the first scientifically validated predictor of longevity after 70. The first sign that can predict your longevity isn't hidden in complex medical tests or your family history. It's something far simpler, your walking speed. A landmark study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association followed over 34,000 adults aged 65 and older for 12 years. What they discovered was remarkable. Walking speed alone predicted mortality rates with greater accuracy than complex medical assessments combining multiple health factors. Specifically, for every 0.1 meters per second decrease in walking speed, researchers observed a 12% higher mortality risk. But why does walking speed matter so much? Your gait speed reflects the coordinated function of your cardiovascular, respiratory, nervous, and musculoskeletal systems. It's essentially a window into your overall physiological health. Consider 2 75-year-olds, Richard and Thomas. Richard maintains a brisk walking pace of about 1.2 meters per second, approximately the speed needed to cross an intersection before the light changes. He walks with purpose, his movements fluid and confident. When traveling, he has no trouble keeping up with younger companions or climbing stairs at museums or hotels. Thomas, however, has slowed significantly in recent years. His pace has dropped to about 0.8 meters per second. He frequently needs to stop and rest, struggles with slight inclines, and finds himself the last to cross at intersections, sometimes not making it before the light changes. According to the research, Richard's walking speed suggests he's likely to live 7 to 10 years longer than Thomas, with significantly better quality of life during those years. The excellent news is that walking speed is something you can improve at any age. A study from the University of Pittsburgh showed that seniors who engaged in a progressive walking program increased their pace by 0.2 meters per second in just 12 weeks, enough to significantly improve their mortality risk prediction. The key is consistency and gradual progression. Start by timing yourself walking 10 feet, then set a goal to gradually increase your pace. Walking just 30 minutes daily, focusing on maintaining a slightly challenging speed, can create remarkable improvements within weeks. For those seeking more substantial results, the Mayo Clinic suggests adding gentle inclines or stairs once weekly and incorporating arm swings to engage more muscle groups and improve cardiovascular conditioning. Pay attention to your walking speed. It's not just about getting from one place to another. It's a vital sign that reveals how well your entire body is functioning. The second predictor of longevity might surprise you. It's the strength of your handshake. A massive international study published in The Lancet examined over 140,000 adults across 17 countries and found that grip strength was a better predictor of all-cause mortality than systolic blood pressure, a standard measure doctors have relied on for decades. For every 5-kilogram decrease in grip strength, researchers observed a 16% increased risk of death from any cause. Even more striking, they found a 17% higher risk of cardiovascular death and a 7% higher risk of heart attack. Your grip strength isn't just about your hands. It's a remarkably accurate indicator of your overall muscle mass, nerve function, and even the health of your brain's motor control systems. Think about Elizabeth and Margaret, both 78 years old. Elizabeth has maintained her strength over the years through regular activity. She can open jars without assistance, carry groceries with ease, and lift her suitcase into the overhead compartment when traveling. Her firm handshake reflects not just social confidence, but robust neurological and muscular health. Margaret, however, increasingly relies on helpers, jar openers in the kitchen, assistance with groceries, and help from flight attendants when traveling. What she dismisses as just getting older is actually revealing a systemic loss of muscle mass called sarcopenia, which affects everything from her metabolism to her immune function. According to research from the University of Michigan, Elizabeth's preserved grip strength suggests she'll maintain her independence approximately 6 to 8 years longer than Margaret. The promising news is that grip strength responds remarkably well to targeted exercise, even in your 70s and 80s. A Harvard Medical School study found that resistance training twice weekly increased grip strength by 25% in just 12 weeks among participants over 70. Simple exercises make a significant difference. Squeezing a stress ball for 3 sets of 10 squeezes daily, using inexpensive hand grippers available at any sporting goods store, practicing finger extensions with a rubber band around your fingers. For those serious about optimizing their longevity markers, the Seymour Hand Health System, developed specifically for seniors by orthopedic specialists, has shown remarkable results in clinical settings. This comprehensive approach combines targeted exercises with specific nutritional support for hand muscles and nerves. Your hands tell a story about your overall health, and strengthening your grip could add years of independence to your life. If you're finding these insights valuable so far, quickly tap the like button to let me know. It helps the algorithm share this important information with others who need it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so, as we release new research-based content on optimizing your health after 65 every week. Now let's explore the third scientific predictor of longevity. The third scientific predictor of longevity is your ability to balance, specifically, how long you can stand on one leg. A striking study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine followed over 1,700 adults for 12 years and made a remarkable discovery. People unable to balance on one leg for 10 seconds had an 84% higher risk of death during the study period compared to those who could. Even after accounting for age, sex, and underlying health conditions, this simple balance test remained a powerful independent predictor of mortality. Why? Because balance integrates your visual, vestibular, proprioceptive, and neurological systems. It's essentially a window into how well your brain is communicating with your body. Consider William and James, both 76 years old. William practices Tai Chi 3 mornings a week. When he stands to put on his pants, he rarely needs to hold on to anything for support. He can easily bend to pick up items from the floor and navigate crowded spaces without fear of falling. His excellent balance reflects robust neural pathways and strong core muscles. James, however, has noticed increasing unsteadiness. He holds the wall when putting on his shoes, avoids crowded areas where he might be bumped, and has developed a fear of falling that makes him increasingly hesitant to leave home. What he doesn't realize is that this decline in balance isn't just inconvenient, it's a powerful indicator that his neurological system is deteriorating. According to research from Northwestern University Medical Center, William's preserved balance ability suggests he has a 72% lower risk of cognitive decline and approximately 7 more years of independent living ahead of him compared to James. The exciting news about balance is how quickly it can improve with the right approach. A study from the Oregon Research Institute found that seniors who practiced simple balance exercises for just 15 minutes daily improved their one-leg standing time by 193% within 6 weeks. Try this simple progression. Start by standing near a counter or sturdy chair and lifting one foot slightly off the ground for 10 seconds. Gradually increase the time and decrease your dependence on support. Progress to eyes closed balancing Once you've mastered eyes open. For those seeking professional-grade results, the vestibular health system developed at Johns Hopkins combines specific movements that retrain your inner ear's balance mechanisms, along with proprioceptive exercises that enhance your body's position awareness. You can test your balance right now. Time how long you can stand on one leg without holding onto anything. If it's less than 10 seconds, this is a longevity marker that deserves your immediate attention. The fourth scientific predictor of longevity is your sleep quality, but not in the way most people think. Research from the University of California showed that the quality of your deep sleep stages, not just the total hours, strongly predicts longevity after 70. Their 15-year study found that seniors with high-quality deep sleep had a 29% lower mortality rate compared to those with poor deep sleep, even when both groups slept the same number of hours. During deep sleep, your brain clears accumulated toxins, including beta-amyloid plaques associated with Alzheimer's disease. Your body also releases growth hormone essential for tissue repair and immune function. Without sufficient deep sleep, these critical processes remain incomplete. Consider Patricia and Dorothy, both 74 years old. Patricia prioritizes her sleep environment and routine. Her bedroom is cool, dark, and quiet. She avoids screens for 90 minutes before bed and maintains consistent sleep and wake times. Though she may only sleep 6.5 hours, her sleep architecture, the progression through different sleep stages, remains robust and efficient. Dorothy sleeps longer, often 8+ hours, but her sleep is fragmented. She falls asleep watching television, wakes several times during the night, and uses medication to stay asleep. Despite spending more time in bed, she experiences far less restorative deep sleep. Research from the Mayo Clinic Sleep Center suggests Patricia's high-quality sleep pattern gives her a 37% lower risk of cognitive decline and heart disease compared to Dorothy, potentially adding 4 to 7 quality years to her life. The wonderful news about sleep quality is that it responds dramatically to simple environmental and behavioral changes. A groundbreaking Stanford study found that seniors who implemented a comprehensive sleep protocol increased their deep sleep by 68% within just 3 weeks, enough to significantly impact their longevity markers. The most effective strategies include maintaining a cool bedroom temperature, 65 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit or 18 to 19 degrees Celsius, creating complete darkness or using a quality sleep mask, establishing a consistent pre-sleep routine, avoiding alcohol within 3 hours of bedtime. For those committed to optimizing this critical longevity marker, advanced options include the Stanford Sleep Restoration Program, which combines specific breathwork, temperature regulation, and optimal sleep timing. Chronobiological lighting systems that align your circadian rhythm with natural daylight patterns. How well you sleep tonight directly impacts how long and how well you'll live in the coming years. If you've discovered something valuable so far, quickly hit the like button. It helps others find this important information. And drop a comment letting me know which sign has surprised you the most so far. I personally respond to early comments. Now, let's continue with our fifth predictor of longevity. Our fifth scientific predictor is what researchers at Tufts University Human Nutrition Center call nutritional resilience, your body's ability to extract and utilize nutrients efficiently. This goes far beyond simply eating well. A groundbreaking study published in the Journal of Gerontology followed 3,200 adults over 11 years and found that those with high nutritional resilience had a 48% lower mortality rate compared to those with poor nutrient absorption and utilization. What makes this marker so powerful is that it reflects the health of your digestive system, metabolic efficiency, and cellular function, all critical determinants of how well your body maintains itself as you age. Consider Jonathan and Robert, both 77 years old. Jonathan maintains excellent nutritional resilience. He has a robust appetite, enjoys diverse foods, and has preserved the gut microbiome diversity essential for nutrient extraction. His blood work consistently shows optimal levels of key micronutrients like B12, magnesium, and vitamin D without supplementation. Robert eats regularly but has experienced declining nutrient status despite seemingly adequate intake. His appetite has diminished, he gravitates toward a narrower range of foods, and blood tests reveal suboptimal nutrient levels despite taking supplements. What appears to be normal aging is actually declining absorptive capacity, a critical red flag for his longevity. Research from the Longevity Institute at USC suggests Jonathan's preserved nutritional resilience predicts 5 to 8 additional years of healthy life compared to Robert. The encouraging news is that nutritional resilience can be significantly improved through targeted approaches. A 2-year intervention study from Tufts University demonstrated that seniors who adopted specific nutritional strategies improved their nutrient absorption by 34% and normalized previously deficient micronutrient levels. The most effective strategies include consuming fermented foods daily to improve gut microbiome diversity, pairing specific nutrients for optimal absorption, like vitamin C with plant iron, eating protein throughout the day rather than primarily at dinner, addressing low stomach acid, which affects 30% of people over 70. For those seeking optimal results, the Bioavailability Enhancement Protocol developed at Cornell combines specific food timing, preparation methods, and complementary nutrients to maximize absorption efficiency. Your nutritional resilience isn't just about what you eat. It's about how effectively your body can use those nutrients to repair and maintain itself. Our 6th scientific predictor is what researchers at the Harvard Center for Wellness call stress recovery capacity. How quickly your body returns to baseline after experiencing stress. This isn't about avoiding stress entirely, but about how efficiently your body processes and recovers from it. A fascinating study in the Journal of Aging Research monitored the heart rate variability and cortisol patterns of 1,800 seniors for 8 years and found that those with rapid stress recovery had a 43% lower mortality risk compared to those with prolonged stress responses. Your stress recovery capacity reflects the health of your autonomic nervous system, hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, and cardiovascular regulatory mechanisms, all crucial systems that deteriorate with age unless actively maintained. Consider Catherine and Barbara, both 73 years old. Catherine has preserved excellent stress recovery capacity. When facing challenging situations, a delayed flight, a disagreement with family, or unexpected expenses, her body responds appropriately with heightened alertness and focused energy. But crucially, once the stressor passes, her systems quickly return to baseline. Her heart rate normalizes, stress hormones dissipate, and she regains perspective within minutes to hours. Barbara initially responds to stressors similarly, but her recovery is prolonged. After facing challenges, she continues ruminating mentally while her physiological systems remain activated. Her elevated cortisol levels, increased heart rate, and inflammatory markers persist for days, creating cumulative damage to her cardiovascular and immune systems. Research from Yale's Stress Physiology Laboratory suggests Catherine's efficient recovery predicts 6 to 9 fewer age-related diseases and approximately 7 more years of healthy life compared to Barbara. The remarkable news is that stress recovery capacity responds exceptionally well to targeted interventions, even after decades of poor stress management. A study from the University of California, San Francisco, found that seniors who practiced specific stress recovery techniques for 8 weeks improved their recovery speed by 64%, significantly altering their projected longevity. The most effective approaches include heart rate variability biofeedback training, specific breathing patterns that activate the vagus nerve, progressive muscle relaxation techniques, nature exposure for at least 20 minutes daily. For those seeking comprehensive results, the Resilience Enhancement Program, developed at Stanford, integrates cognitive reframing techniques with physiological interventions that retrain your body's stress response systems. Your ability to bounce back from stress isn't just about emotional well-being, it's a critical physiological function that directly impacts your longevity. We're about to cover the final 3 signs, including the 2 exclusive markers that most longevity experts rarely discuss. If you're finding value in this information, please take a second to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It truly helps support our channel. Now, let's look at our 7th predictor of longevity. Our 7th scientific predictor is your level of meaningful social integration, what researchers at Harvard's Study of Adult Development have identified as perhaps the single most powerful predictor of longevity and health in aging. Their remarkable 80-year study, one of the longest-running studies on adult life ever conducted, found that people with strong social connections were 50% more likely to be alive at the end of the study period compared to those with weaker social ties. Most surprisingly, the quality of your relationships at age 50 was a better predictor of physical health at age 80 than cholesterol levels, blood pressure, or other traditional biomarkers. The power of this predictor comes from its multi-system impact, affecting your immune function, cardiovascular regulation, stress hormone levels, and even gene expression patterns. Consider Helen and Gloria, both 79 years old. Helen maintains rich social integration. She meets regularly with a small group of close friends, volunteers weekly at her community center, and maintains meaningful relationships with family members. Her interactions involve both giving and receiving support, creating reciprocal connections that activate reward and bonding pathways in her brain. Gloria has gradually withdrawn from social engagement. While she occasionally speaks with family by phone, she rarely participates in in-person activities, has lost touch with former friends, and spends most days with minimal human interaction. What she views as becoming more independent is actually social isolation, one of the strongest predictors of accelerated aging. Research from Brigham Young University suggests Helen's social integration level predicts 7 to 10 additional years of life compared to Gloria, a larger effect than quitting smoking or resolving obesity. The wonderful news about social integration is that it's never too late to improve it, and even small changes yield significant benefits. A groundbreaking intervention study from the University of Chicago found that seniors who increased their meaningful social interactions by just 1 to 2 hours weekly showed improvements in immune function, inflammatory markers, and cognitive performance within 12 weeks. The most effective approaches focus on quality rather than quantity. Scheduling regular activities with 1 or 2 close connections. Joining groups based on existing interests rather than general senior activities. Finding opportunities to contribute skills and experience through mentoring or volunteering. Using technology selectively to maintain meaningful connections, not passive scrolling. For those seeking optimal results, the Connection Integration Protocol developed at UCLA combines specific interaction types with timing strategies to maximize neurological and immunological benefits. Your social connections aren't just pleasurable, they're a biological necessity that directly impacts how long and how well you'll live. So there you have it, the 7 scientifically validated signs that predict how long you'll live after 70. Your walking speed, grip strength, balance ability, sleep quality, nutritional resilience, stress recovery capacity, and social integration. By understanding where you stand with each of these indicators, you can make targeted improvements that could potentially add years of healthy, independent living to your life. I hope you found this information valuable and practical. If you're interested in learning more about optimizing your health after 65, please consider, but wait, I'm not being completely honest with you. There are actually 9 scientific predictors, not 7. The final 2 signs are rarely discussed in mainstream health circles, but they're potentially the most powerful of all. Harvard and Stanford researchers have identified these markers as disproportionate predictors of exceptional longevity, meaning they have outsized effects compared to their apparent simplicity. Let me share these final 2 exclusive signs that could completely transform your approach to longevity. The 8th scientific predictor, and one of our exclusive markers, is what Stanford's Center on Longevity calls your curiosity quotient, or CQ, the degree to which you actively seek and engage with novel information and experiences. A landmark 21-year study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology followed over 2,000 seniors and found something remarkable. Those with high curiosity levels had a 39% lower mortality rate compared to those with low curiosity, even after controlling for education, overall health, and other factors. What makes this marker so powerful is that active curiosity creates new neural pathways, increases brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, and activates reward circuits that counteract depression, a major longevity risk after 70. The most effective approaches include learning a skill completely outside your existing knowledge areas, actively seeking viewpoints that differ from your own regular exposure to novel environments, even within your own city, adopting a beginner's mind approach to familiar activities. For those seeking comprehensive cognitive protection, the Neuroplasticity Optimization Protocol, developed at Johns Hopkins, combines specific novelty exposure with cognitive challenge sequences designed to maximize dendrite formation and neural pathway development. Your curiosity isn't just an intellectual trait, It's a biological intervention that directly impacts your brain's resilience against age-related decline. Our ninth and final scientific predictor, our second exclusive marker, is what researchers at Rush University Medical Center call purpose alignment, the degree to which your daily activities connect to something you perceive as meaningful beyond yourself. Their extraordinary study followed 1,238 older adults for up to 10 years and made a stunning discovery. Those with high purpose alignment had a 63% lower risk of mortality compared to those with low purpose, making it potentially the single most powerful modifiable factor in longevity prediction. Purpose alignment creates a cascade of physiological benefits: reduced inflammatory markers, improved cardiovascular regulation, enhanced immune function, and increased brain-derived neurotrophic factor, all critical elements in slowing the aging process. Consider Margaret and Florence, both 83 years old. Margaret maintains strong purpose alignment. She volunteers teaching ESL to new immigrants, helps organize community gardens that provide fresh produce to food banks, and mentors young professionals in her former field. Her daily activities connect to values and contributions that transcend her immediate needs and comfort. Florence fills her days with activities but lacks clear purpose alignment. She follows routines of meals, television, occasional social events, and hobbies, but these activities primarily serve personal entertainment or maintenance rather than connecting to meaningful contribution or growth. What looks like enjoying retirement is actually purpose deficit, a critical predictor of accelerated physical and cognitive decline. Research from the University of California suggests Margaret's purpose alignment predicts 7 to 10 additional years of life compared to Florence, with particularly strong effects on preserving cognitive function and physical independence. The profound news about purpose alignment is that it can be developed or rediscovered at any age, with remarkable benefits emerging quickly. A groundbreaking intervention study from the University of Michigan found that seniors who participated in a structured purpose development program experienced a 44% reduction in inflammatory markers and a 27% improvement in cognitive test scores within just 6 months. The most effective approaches include identifying the intersection of your skills, experiences, and values, finding ways to mentor others in areas where you have expertise, contributing to causes that align with your core values, creating legacy projects that will benefit future generations. For those seeking comprehensive purpose development, the Legacy Impact Program, developed at Stanford, integrates personal narrative reconstruction with contribution mapping to identify your unique purpose alignment opportunities. Your sense of purpose isn't just psychologically satisfying, it's a powerful physiological intervention that directly impacts every system in your body. Now you know all 9 scientifically validated signs that predict how long you'll live after 70. The first 7, walking speed, grip strength, balance ability, sleep quality, nutritional resilience, stress recovery capacity, and social integration, are powerful predictors that most health-conscious people have at least heard about. But the final 2, curiosity quotient and purpose alignment, are the secret weapons of exceptional agers. These psychological factors create profound physiological changes that can transform your aging trajectory. Here's the most empowering part. Every single one of these 9 predictors is modifiable. You have the power to improve each marker, potentially adding years of healthy, independent living to your life. I've created a comprehensive longevity predictors assessment guide that helps you evaluate where you stand on each of these 9 markers and provide specific, actionable strategies to improve them. You can download it for free using the link in the description below. If you found this information valuable, please support our channel by liking this video, subscribing if you haven't already, and sharing it with someone who might benefit. In our next video, I'll be sharing the Exponential Enhancement Protocol, specific techniques that target multiple longevity markers simultaneously for maximum impact. Make sure you've clicked the notification bell so you don't miss it. Thank you for investing this time in your future health. Remember, your longevity isn't predetermined. It's influenced by the choices you make today. I look forward to supporting you on your journey to exceptional aging.